Listen to the police.
Yeah, well, where did it all come from? It's just like, you know...
Sort of materialise out of nowhere, don't they?
You know what? It's an absolute easy day. There's never been a protest yet where it's all kicked off and everyone's gone mad.
They make it kick off. There's the pigs.
No, it's ridiculous. It's over-policing for what is going to happen.
Yeah, but we're illegally entitled to protest.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
make it like
is,
a criminal act.
If this was a protest that had been happening every month and it all kicks off and there's people here and we've all got bats and we're beating up the police, yeah, then you have this sort of presence.
We're not coming armed, are we?
But when they're all sitting there, there's people of all ages. There's I said, people in fucking wheelchairs and stuff. I said, oh, you need to come along and have a look.
Just keep tapping it. Anti Vax protest in Camdon. No problem there.
Come here, put my hand with you.
There are thousands of people here, but I don't know how many. We've got several hundred police officers. I'm refusing the vaccine. I'm also refusing even being tested. I'm like an animal. No, I've had COVID-19 style illness, but you know, your body can't get over a respiratory virus. You've got a bit of a problem. Because most people are perfectly fine. When they catch COVID, nothing really happens to most people.
Permanent lockdown. Let me repeat. The new lockdown is going to be the permanent lockdown because the situation with the vaccines and the vaccine injury, the only way to cover that up is to impose the new normal, the new world order and the permanent lockdown from the vaccine. When the government tells you that lockdown is optional, they're lying. For the crimes against humanity which the pharmaceutical industry is committing. The only cover for that genocidal operation is a new permanent lockdown.
Post there.
The only way the regime can mandate vaccine is through orchestrated food shortages. And the food inflation you are seeing is to mandate the vaccine.
So like I was saying, basically he thinks there's going to be a new permanent lockdown. But what it's more like is getting as many people as possible used to the new normal. And any opposition, well, it's a bit like George Orwell in 1984. So in that George Orwell in 1984, you've got the main character who's basically against the brainwashing, mass brainwashing. But at the end of the book, he kind of falls in and takes this injection and becomes one of the crowd. Which I've seen a lot of people do. A lot of people who are anti-vax are now sort of, as soon as they take the vaccine, it's like they've bent over backwards. And now they're government peddlers. Here comes police, get your hands on. Someone spammed this guy's car apparently and he's not very happy. I think it's quite a large turnout now.
Yeah. A lot bigger than what it looked like in the past.
I think we've got more than one movement converging.
Yeah.
So, on the news the other day, they were saying that your children go and get the vaccine without parents' consent. It's to treat Anti Vaxxers and people who haven't got the vaccine. They want to treat them like they treated the Jews in World War II. How we're told the Jews were treated in World War II. But they had to wear a little mark on their chest, and it showed that they were a Jew. And they weren't allowed to go to the shops. They weren't allowed to do certain things. They weren't allowed on public transport. They were ostracised from medical care because they were Jews. So then they cannot be ostracised from everyday life. You can't go to the pub, you can't go to the club, you can't work with anywhere.
Children aged 12 to 15 will be vaccinated in school without parental consent. No other vaccine, no other medication. Children can't utilise a lottery ticket, yet they can consent to a vaccine, which is still in experimental stages.
Pigs have shown up. They're going to try and write up some violence now, you botch.
At some point, right, you guys are going to be, you're not going to be fit for purpose anymore. You're going to be no use to these guys. At what point are you guys going to decide which side of history you want to be? At the moment, you're just thinking of paying my mortgage. At some point, you're going to be in the firing line like we are.
Well said.
Oh, we have a future. Yeah, we do. Have a look at Agenda 21. UK fires. All the information's there. You're not hiding it.
Human right to love, no more hate.
Observational evidence in countries all over the world, ivermectin is an effective treatment for COVID-19.
Remember that. You're here to defend them. Not us, not the people.
And you realise what you're doing against the people. You realise that what you're doing is typical tyranny. Typical tyranny.
I like that in front. Come this way. Come this